If you are a parent or a grandparent who has kids home for the summer with a lot of time on their hands, you are likely stressed about how to manage their screen time. USF Associate Professor Kelly Burns is here to help us out a little bit. So thanks for coming on.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, this is such a huge question that parents are facing, and I think they want an answer. They want a quick answer, like how long should my kids be on it? You know, give me some information. It's not that easy, is
Right,
it?
there's no hard and fast rules. It's really something to negotiate with your child and to think about the age of your child. So when they're younger, you can obviously have more control over their schedule and their devices that they're using. And as they get older, you need to give them a little bit more freedom and give them a little bit more time, because they're socializing with their friends. And when we think about screens, we need to think about their iPhone, their iPad, their gaming system, even television is a screen too, their laptop. You know, so all these, we have so many screens in our lives, and then some are for good, you know. Obviously, we might be learning or doing something, and then some might be overused and actually hurting our child's development.
Yeah, there are different types of screens. It's funny, I remember telling my kids, get off your phones and watch a TV show, because I just wanted them to like watch something longer than like 10 seconds. So talk about the, like, is that better?
Yeah, there's something to be said for changing up the screen, as well as maybe watching, depending on the age of your child, maybe watching something together on a television or even on a laptop or an iPad. So, you know, you can definitely engage with your child and have a different experience than your child sitting in their room scrolling on their phone. Right,
absolutely. Well, let's talk a lot about gaming, because that's a big concern for parents, especially of boys, although girls game too. So, but a lot of times they say, well, my friends were gaming together. Does that make a difference?
It's still screen time, and it's still taking them away from things that you might want your child to be doing during the summer. You have to think you only have about 18 summers with your child.
I have one left with one more, that's it.
And you know, your child might not even remember all those 18. You know, maybe you've got 15 summers where your child, you know, can have a really great summertime experience. So you definitely want to put all those bucket list items on the list. You know, what are we going to do as a family this summer? And I know it's challenging when you have working parents and not everybody's always home with the children all day, but definitely make time to do things, going outside, even reading not on the screen, but reading an actual book, and doing things as a family, and come up with those activities that you can do in the summer. And then screen time should be something, not a reward for your child for, you know, you did your chores, now you get screen time, but something that maybe is factored into the day, part of the schedule. Okay, now we have an hour before dinner, you know, we're gonna you can spend some time on your screens however you wish, and then we're gonna have a hard stop at 6 o'clock or whatever time we're going to have dinner. So again, it really depends on the age of the child and how, you know, how much control you have over their.
I like the idea of structuring it in so it's not just a free-for-all, because then how do you know if your kid is having too much screen time? Is there a sign?
Well, the first thing to look at is, are they neglecting things that, like their sleep, even their hygiene? Are they neglecting spending time offline with friends? Are they not going outside? Are they not reading a book? Are they not doing their schoolwork? Maybe they do have some. Maybe they're taking a class or something over the summer. So the first thing to look at is, are they missing out on things? And then the second thing to look at is, does the screen time or not having the screen time making them upset? So if they don't have the phone, are they anxious and depressed and moody? Or maybe when they have the phone, are they anxious, depressed, and moody? And so these are really some signs to look for.
Yeah, to have a structure over the summer. I think that's the most important.
Definitely.
Well, thank you. This is such a good conversation to have, and you should be having it with your family. So thank you for coming on and sharing your tips
Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely.